Yes, my friends, the Denver Broncos started the week with a heated atmosphere behind the scenes. Sean Payton's team has already dominated free agency, even winning over some of their biggest critics. But now, there's a change that's looking increasingly likely, one that could shake up the roster and give the team exactly what it needs to take the next step. I'll tell you all the details, but first make sure you hit that like button, but only do so if you agree that Sean Payton is an excellent coach and will be able to take us to the next Super Bowl. Dude, from the bottom of my heart, even though Sean Payton has made some mistakes, I believe he's smart and has the potential to lead the team to the Super Bowl. When the Broncos get there, I'll remember this video. If possible, write it like this: Go Broncos! Let's go to the Super Bowl. Now let's talk about the latest changes and moves. This is the kind of move that could change everything for the Broncos. We're talking about filling a crucial hole, addressing a major departure, and possibly signing a big-name player no one expected. One of the biggest losses in free agency that hasn't been talked about enough? Javonte Williams. He was a promising running back before a catastrophic knee injury derailed his trajectory. And while he never quite returned to his best form, there was one thing he absolutely dominated at, even in his final games with the Broncos: pass protection. Williams was a rock in the blitz collection. He had an uncanny ability to block linebackers, defensive backs, anyone who came running, while keeping the quarterback clean and untouched. And now, he's gone, signed with the Dallas Cowboys. That leaves the Broncos with a serious question. Who steps up? Who fills that void? Because let's be honest, pass protection from the running back position isn't a luxury, it's a necessity, especially for a team that wants to make a deep run in the playoffs. Could Audric Estime be the answer? There's reason to be skeptical. When the game mattered most, when the Broncos needed every weapon available against the Buffalo Bills, Estime was a healthy scratch. That's not exactly a vote of confidence from the coaching staff. And that's why this next move for the Broncos is almost inevitable. They need a running back, not just a playmaker, but someone who can step in and handle pass protection at an elite level. Now, here's where things get crazy. There are rumors swirling, and not just from one or two sources. We're talking about a tidal wave of speculation. Christian McCaffrey. Yes, you heard that right. Could the Broncos pull off a blockbuster trade for one of the best all-around running backs in the NFL? It sounds wild, right? But let's look at the facts. The idea of McCaffrey coming to Denver isn't just a random fantasy. Reports suggest the 49ers might be open to moving him if the price is right. And that price? The Broncos' first-round pick, third-round pick, and fifth-round pick in this year's draft. That's a steep price. Too steep? Maybe. McCaffrey is an elite talent, but he's also 28 years old and has dealt with injuries. Would it really be worth it to send 3 draft picks for him when the Broncos could take a running back in the first, third, and fifth rounds and potentially hit on one of them? And here's another wrinkle. San Francisco just traded their backup running back to Minnesota. That suggests they might be all in on McCaffrey for this season. But then again, they've also let go of key defensive players like Dre Greenlaw and Talanoa Hufanga. Are the 49ers quietly planning for the future? If so, McCaffrey could absolutely be on the move. But let's shift gears because there's another name to watch, and this one might actually make more sense for Denver. JK Dobbins, former Ohio State star, a dynamic playmaker, and a guy who, when healthy, has shown flashes of brilliance. But that's the key phrase, when healthy. Dobbins has struggled to stay on the field, and that's been the one knock on him. Whether it was in Baltimore or last season with the Chargers, injuries have followed him. But here's why the Broncos might take that gamble. First, Denver has already shown they're willing to take chances on players coming off injuries. They've made multiple signings this offseason banking on their medical staff to get guys back to full strength. Second, Dobbins offers something the Broncos haven't truly had since a fully healthy Javonte Williams: explosiveness, speed, burst. If Denver wants to open up the offense, having a player like Dobbins could be a game changer. And the best part? Unlike trading for McCaffrey, signing Dobbins wouldn't cost any draft capital. And let's not overlook the sneaky benefit of this move. Dobbins played for the Chargers last season. That means he knows their system, their tendencies, their weaknesses. And the Chargers, under Jim Harbaugh, are making a major shift toward a power-running attack. They brought in Najee Harris. They signed Mekhi Becton, a massive offensive lineman who's built like a wrecking ball. They want to run the ball down opponents' throats. If the Broncos bring in Dobbins, they're not just adding a talented running back, they're adding insight into one of their biggest divisional rivals. So, what's the move here? Is it McCaffrey for a haul of draft picks? Is it Dobbins on a prove-it deal? Or could the Broncos look to the NFL draft? That's where things get even more interesting. The Ringer's NFL Draft Guide just dropped their big board rankings, and guess who's listed as a top talent? Ashton Jeanty. And what's even crazier, some mock drafts now have Jeanty falling all the way to the Broncos at pick 20. This guy is a game changer. He's got Emmitt Smith-type talent, and if he actually makes it to the Broncos without them having to trade up, that's a steal. Of course, there's no guarantee he falls that far. Teams like the Raiders, Cowboys, and Bears all have running back needs and could scoop him up before Denver even gets the chance. But if he's there at 20, that's an absolute no-brainer. And here's the beauty of where the Broncos are right now. They're not desperate. They made the playoffs. They addressed nearly every major need in free agency. Now, they have the luxury of making a calculated move to strengthen the team even further. So what do you think, Broncos country? Do you go all in on McCaffrey? Do you take a chance on Dobbins? Or do you roll the dice in the draft and hope a talent like JK falls into your lap? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We've got so much more to break down as the offseason unfolds, so stay locked in. Big things are happening in Denver, and this next move, it could be the one that changes everything. And here's where it gets even more intriguing. Because while all eyes are on whether the Broncos make a move for McCaffrey, take a flyer on Dobbins, or target JK in the draft, there's another layer to this discussion that can't be ignored. Sean Payton's track record with running backs. If you look at how Payton has built his offenses in the past, it's clear that he values versatility in the backfield. Think about the way he used Alvin Kamara in New Orleans, a dual-threat weapon who could punish teams on the ground and through the air. That's why the running back decision isn't just about talent, it's about fit. Would McCaffrey fit in this system? Absolutely. He's arguably the best receiving back in the league. But again, that price tag is steep. Would Dobbins fit? That's more of a gamble, but if he stays healthy, his explosiveness could unlock an entirely new dimension of the offense. And if the Broncos go the draft route, Payton has a history of identifying and developing running backs who fit his scheme. He doesn't need a superstar, he needs the right guy. And that's what makes this whole discussion so fascinating. Now, let's talk about the domino effect of this decision. Because make no mistake, whoever the Broncos bring in at running back is going to have a massive impact on Bo Nix. If Denver truly believes in Nix as their guy, then surrounding him with the right weapons is critical. That means giving him a strong run game to lean on, especially as he adjusts to the speed of the NFL. And here's something to think about. If the Broncos invest in a high-level running back, whether it's through free agency, a trade, or the draft, does that signal an even bigger shift in offensive philosophy? We know Sean Payton is going to tailor this system to Nix's strengths. Could that mean a heavier reliance on the run game early in the season to take pressure off the rookie quarterback? And let's be real, there's pressure on Payton to get this right. The Broncos aren't in rebuilding mode. This isn't a wait-and-see season. They just made the playoffs, and expectations are rising. That's why every move matters. So, where do the Broncos go from here? The McCaffrey rumors are fun, but unless the price comes down, it feels unrealistic. So what do you think? If you had to make the call right now, what's the move? Do you push for McCaffrey? Take a chance on Dobbins? Go all in on the draft? Let's hear it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because no matter what happens next, one thing is for sure, the Broncos aren't done making moves. And whatever happens next, it's going to be must-watch football.